the record button. And I know there's some ladies said they were going to be joining us, so they'll probably be here as soon as they can. All right, so I've been doing this thing with Gina. She's one of the other senior directors on the team, where we're just trying to encourage everyone to do at least $200 in orders every month. You are only required $200 in orders every 3 months, but we want to help you keep your business rolling, even if it's just a hobby. If you're keeping it consistent, it'll be easier to keep your hobby going as well as grow a business. So we like to do a monthly drawing where we put everyone's name into a randomizer that helps us pick a winner. And this month we chose 2 names because I had a fun little gift from a national conference. I'll show you. They had this beautiful journal. I thought it was gorgeous. So I thought I'd give that away. And we drew 2 names. So the 2 names were Laura Mustane, and she's under Gina's team. And then Magdalena Garcia, she won the other gift. So I had like a little zipper pouch with our team name on it. So just want to encourage you, every month we started over. If you do at least $200 in orders, this is for the entire team. Then we put your name into a drawing. Gina will let us know what this month's gift is. I'm sure it'll be something fun. So we just, appreciate trying to help you just be consistent. And that's like the best part. When you let everything just kind of stop, it's harder to get the ball rolling. So definitely try to aim for that consistency. All right. So this year at National Conference, the theme was what matters most. It was a really great theme. They had this really cool, ginormous glass box and these little wooden hearts. And they let you come up and write down on the heart something that mattered most to you and drop it in the box. And it was just kind of like people sharing their ideas. And, it was faith, family, work, education, all sorts of amazing things. I was going up to the box and trying to read people's hearts. And it was just fun to see where everybody's, you could tell everybody's journeys are so different and what they're aiming for. And so, I think with the what matters most theme, it's really good because no matter why each of us does 31, there's a reasoning behind it. And I loved the theme this year at National Conference because everybody was really exploring, what does matter most to us. And I'm not going to say that 31 matters most to everybody. It really doesn't. But a lot of times 31 can be what drives the thing that is important to us. And so we had this amazing speaker. Her name is T Street. And if you want to know how to spell that, it's T-E-I, and then just like street, like you'd walk down a street. So T-E-I Street. You can look her up on Facebook. She's got a page that you can actually join. She's a great motivational speaker. She's awesome. She works with youth. Her desire is to save youth, basically young people, from themselves and the problems that they have. Substance abuse, you name it. But T came and spoke to us at Director's Day last year, but they actually had her come back to 31 this year and speak at the main conference time. And one of the things that she said, that as soon as she said it, I didn't even have to write it down. It just really stuck with me. She said there's two very important days in your life. The first one is the day you were born, and the second one is the day you find out why. And I was like, oh, I love that idea of just kind of, some people know early in life what they're meant to be, and some people it takes a little longer. But it's just that moment where you just realize this is why I'm meant to be here. Whether it's your job or a nurse or a teacher or a pastor or a philanthropist or someone who's an artist or a musician, it's just that moment when everything about you makes sense because you found your why, what you're doing. And so I love that because, I taught for 8 years. I loved teaching. I knew that one day when I stayed home with my girls, I figured I would be home with babies, and as soon as they were old enough, I'd go back to school. Well, I ended up really enjoying being with them, being the mom who could go on field trips or be home when they were sick or help them with homework or whatever. And so, here I am 10 years later, and I'm still home with my girls. And definitely, I love being a mom, and I love being called to that. But I wouldn't say that's my reason for being here. I think that they are a blessing and a cherry on top. I really found that one of the things that brings me the greatest joy is philanthropy, is working with charities and giving back into my community. And what's amazing is it was, I guess, 8 years into being with 31 before I really found that connection. And that was when 31 called me and asked me to be a part of their Gives Council. And so there's a reason for me saying all that. Basically, it re-energized my business because I felt like I had a bigger picture, a bigger reason for why I was doing what I was doing. And I think when we can explore what matters most to you, then that can help your business grow as well. So if, right now just having time with your family, but you need vacation money, that can be an important driving force to growing your business. Or maybe you finish school and you've got school bills and it's really made life a little harder and you would like to have more of a peaceful life and you need to pay off bills, and that can drive 31. So there's lots of things and reasons that bring us to what matters most. I don't really there's so many girls on our team who live long ways from me. I don't really get to hear your why on a regular basis. I've got 3 of you on the call right now. Would you be willing? Maybe you don't even know why you're selling 31. Maybe it really was just a cute bag and that's all you've got right now. That's fine. But is anybody willing to share a why with us? It's like, what drives you to want to do this?
I'll do it.
Go for it.
I just want to be able to be at home with my kids and kind of make my own money, just to kind of spend on what I want to spend it on. I don't know if that sounds selfish.
No.
But, I was the breadwinner for 6 years in our family. So I'm like at the complete opposite spectrum of that now. And I hate having that financial independence for myself.
Right. I get you. Absolutely. And that's the thing is, one of the things we learned last year and that stuck with me as well was a lot of times our why, or what does matter most, or that why has to be stronger than the hard days. So like when you come up, like you, Shelby, you've been pushing and pushing and pushing to get these parties booked and you've got your ball rolling again because you were willing to push past those hard days. And a lot of times it really is having that vision of what we want in front of us. If your why is as strong as I just need to get out of the house and have something to call my own, then that's it, and that's the thing is with our team, I do know a lot of the ladies' whys, not everybody, but they're just, the reasons are so vast from one end of the spectrum to the other. And that's what I love about direct sales is you essentially are your own boss. And I think I said it this morning, we can't deposit excuses. We can only deposit money. So you just have to kind of have to fight through it and just enjoy what you're doing. So I'm hoping that some of the things I'm going to share tonight, and I try not to go past our time frame because I know everybody's got things to do. One of the things I wanted to share tonight was just the excitement. I just mentioned how getting to be a part of Gives kind of re-energized my excitement. And so whether we've got brand new people like Sophia and, Tanita's still pretty new. Shelby's somewhat new. She joined us in the spring. Whether you're brand new or you're like me and you've been doing this for almost 10 years, to me, every time a new catalog comes out, I treat it like I'm a brand new consultant. And it is time for a debut party, and it is time to share the catalog, just like I am brand new to this company. And because I always tackle each new season that way, I've been able to keep that momentum going. I've got those hostesses that book every single year. I've got those hostesses that book every other year. I've got those hostesses that are going to book once and never again. So it's just a matter of staying in touch with them and then just sharing the excitement with the new people. Growing your Facebook group, sharing on your public page. If I'm out and about and I'm using a new bag, I'll snap a photo. I get my daughter to take a picture and I'll be holding it, just kind of showing it off. Just kind of sharing, not selling, just kind of showing what 31 can do. So get excited about 31. Excited about the new, whether you're brand new or not. Treat it like you're a brand new consultant and, just get out there and share the newness. Now, the newness for us, I'm excited about. I'm going to share some of those right now. This one right here is probably my most favorite. So 31 Gives was founded and rolled out in 2012 with the very first Gives Council. I'm a part of the third one, so there were 2 before me. The first 2 ran for 12 months, and they decided to make it an 18-month council. Yay me. I loved being on it for almost 2 years. They decided to go ahead and do an 18-month council because they found that once women were together and growing, that it was easier for them just to keep working. You can see, here's our, Didn't mean to do that. Hold on, let me pause that for a second. You can see right here, there's our group of ladies. These ladies have become like sisters to me. They're fantastic. But 31 Gives has always been kind of like hidden on a page somewhere. Now it's actually part of 31gifts.com. 31gifts.com is where the public goes when they want to go find out about something. If they don't have a consultant, they're going to look. It's like their, online website. So now they've added a /gives/. And so this actually, you can actually copy and paste this link to friends and let them know what's going on. But I love this. Here, you've got the supporting her at every stage, Cindy's vision. But our new campaign is supporting Nationwide Children's Hospital. If you haven't gone and checked this out, it's just phenomenal. If you click on here, you can see the video. I'll just show you a few seconds of it. It's absolutely gorgeous. But it's Girls Take Flight campaign. Can everybody see that?
Yes.
Okay. What's interesting is I already have a 9-year-old daughter who looks in the mirror and does that. Starts thinking about her, her body, what she looks like. So I'll stop it there, but if you get a chance, go to 31 Gives and look at this video. That it's talking about our girls and their self-esteem and the issues that our children are facing right now in America. The mental health status of young girls is scary. When we went to Nationwide Children's Hospital up in Ohio back in April, we were talking with one of the CEOs, and he said right now we're losing more kids to suicide than we did to the polio virus, which is scary. That's just crazy. And the thing that's affecting our kids, and we're all thinking, well, what's the difference? The thing that they're facing that we never faced is social media. Social media is absolutely just a war zone for our kids. And then they're also just kind of, and it's not just depression. They're going into all of the other things that are affecting our kids, with attention deficit disorders and AD, just all the different other things that are affecting our kids that we never faced when we were younger. And so we're excited about this partnership because Nationwide Children's Hospital is one of the largest children's hospitals in America, and they have one of the largest behavioral health clinics in America as well. They take children as young as 7 years old. And so as you can see from our thermal tote right here, our hashtag is Girls Take Flight, with the idea that if we can just help one girl, save one girl's life, then we've, made a difference. Have you guys ever heard of Andy Andrews, who wrote The Butterfly Effect?
No.
No, it's fantastic. Have you heard, Tanita, have you ever heard of him?
No, I haven't. Nah.
Okay. He wrote just a little tiny book. It's a really quick, like coffee table size book, but he tells different stories throughout history and how the impact of one person's decision changed lives for centuries going forward. And the idea is there was a scientific study that found the flutter of a butterfly's wings on one side of the world could cause a storm on the other side of the world. And the idea is that just one little thing has a rippling effect. And the butterfly effect can be, attributed to health. It can be attributed to lifespan. It can be attributed to natural disasters. And what they're saying is if we can get to our girls before the issues get going, then our butterfly effect for them could be changing one girl's life one at a time. And so I love the idea of bringing in these two thoughts. If you have the time, go and just Google Andy Andrews and maybe go and order the little booklet online. I think you can get it on Amazon. It's a really easy read and fascinating stories. But he came and spoke to us at National Conference and gave all of the council members one of his books that were signed. But that's the idea, is we as consultants want to bring this whole thing full circle and share with our customers. All right, so one of the things that I love that's got me super excited is, for those of you who know, in the past, we just had a couple of things in our catalog that allowed our customers to, shop with a cause. Well, now we were doing the drum roll at National Conference. Now when your customers shop the entire catalog is Shop with a Cause. Because 31 is making a financial commitment every single catalog to give portions of their sales to the Gives Foundation, which then in turn will be a part of mental health research through the Nationwide Children's Hospital. And we are still partnering with Girls on the Run, still partnering with Girl Talk, Dress for Success, Ronald McDonald House, and World Vision. And so you can feel proud of the fact that when you present the catalog or you present a sale to a friend or you're standing in front of a party, that every single person at that party can be a part of the give, because everything they purchase is going to be shopping with a cause going back into the Gives Foundation. And then there's still that ability for every person to round up. So I hope that you're talking to them about rounding up, because when they round up, anywhere from a penny to 99 cents is going to go into the Gives Foundation. And I think we've asked this before, but does anybody know how much money and products, I should say, so value has been donated since 2012? Anybody know? It's in the millions. Take a guess, Shelby.
10.
Oh, girl, times 8. We've done over $80 million in
my goodness.
Yes, products and monies to all of these charities, families, and different charities around the world. And so that's something I can be proud of. I feel like our company is doing its part. Our CEO has done her best to make sure that she's a company that's giving back to our communities and to our world. So it's pretty amazing. All right, so that's the 31 Gives. That's the biggest announcement for tonight. Just want you guys to be excited about that. We've got just a few more minutes. Anytime somebody buys one of these thermal totes, guys, we're going to be specifically giving back to this amazing cause. All right, so did everybody get a chance to check out the new website today?
I did.
It looks fabulous. And so if you went to My 31, let's see if I can get over here to it. If you went to my31.com, I love the scrolling. I can get it up here. I love the scrolling effect. Here it comes slowly. And I love it that on the next page, there's a video. It's fantastic. It's so great. So they've got parties here, contact, host our story, and then you got shop specials. If you have a replicated website, if you go over here, you can actually click on this link and it'll show you it'll link out a PDF to the entire catalog. So that's wonderful. But then today on home under Scoop and Start Swell, make sure you're checking that out so you can share that with all of your new recruits. And let's see what else is left. Okay. And also for Better Together, did everybody get a chance to register for their Better Together?
I did.
Tanita, did you get to do that?
No, I looked, but I didn't see a list of where something was close to me.
Okay, so when you go to register now, and then August, it's going to tell me I can't do it because I'm already registered.
Right.
What cities are nearest to you?
I'm in Panama City Beach, so I'm Tallahassee, Montgomery, Alabama, Dothan, Alabama.
Well, how long would it? Because I know that Gina from our team is in Dothan. How long does that take you?
About 2 hours.
Okay, but I would go to the link. It won't let me search because I've already got one registered. But I'd go to the link and I'd put in every city I would start with the nearest cities. And see what you can find, because these events are really great. It's fun to kind of connect and get some great training and information, and so definitely do that. They should be free. The only time there's a charge is if the director had to rent a hall or a space and they need to cover the fee. But like mine here in Tallahassee, we're doing it at my house. Just simple, and they're just a lot of fun. It's fun to kind of meet other ladies nearby. Okay, and then I think that was it. Do a debut, share the new catalog. I think the biggest thing is just lead with your heart. When it comes to this business, I started a networking group here in Tallahassee. It's women in networking and moms, working from home. And one of the things that kind of has split the group in two, and it's kind of like this invisible line, is you've got the women who are running the business and are leading with their heart, and they love their community and they love relationships. And then you've got the women who all they see is dollar signs and they could care less who you are. And I think what sets us apart as 31 Consultants is they really want us to lead with our heart, build those relationships, get to know who your hostess is, get to know, your friend is having a baby. What does she want? What does she need? We're not leading sales by how much money we can make, but what we can do to help a woman. There's been, some of my best relationship with customers are customers who never spent a dime, and so I think that's what 10 years later has been so appealing to me, is just the relationships I've seen through this business. So lead with your heart, be authentic. If you're going to do a fundraiser because you love that community or you love that charity. I had someone ask me, it was about 2 years ago. They asked me, so, you love volunteering at the Ronald McDonald House. I said, yeah, I've been doing it for years. And they said, so how much money have you made, with all those connections? And I said, I haven't made any money. I go and I volunteer. I don't understand what you're asking. And she assumed because I was volunteering that I was somehow using that to get my foot in the door and to make sales. And I said, never once have I brought a catalog up into the Ronald McDonald House and tried to make a sale. And I said, if you want to volunteer at the Ronald McDonald House out of, just loving people, then I'll help you get connected. And, I never heard from her. I think people know when they see a genuine person. So just be your most authentic self, love people, and you're going to do great with this business. And that really is what it boils down to. Because there's consultants out there selling just for the money, and they don't last. When you lead with your heart, the money comes because you're doing your job well. So that's it, guys. Enjoy the new website. Fantastic month. Facebook is driving me crazy over here. Go away. Does anybody have any questions before I let us go? Because I'm done and we've got about 5 more minutes. So does anybody have any questions about website, new things, new products, all that good stuff? I do want to show you one more thing because I think some people don't realize this. Whenever you see somebody say extras online, we actually have a pretty lengthy, let's see if I can, if you notice here, online extras, these are just additional items that are not in the catalog anymore, but they're still available. So you notice the baubles and bracelets. I'm so glad they didn't completely take those away. They're not in the catalog, but you have customers who still want them. It's basically they just ran out of room. And since these are retiring products and they still have enough to sell, usually the online extras are while supplies last. So you've got a nice little list of online extras, some fun prints, some fun products. So if you have somebody saying, oh, I really wanted the Family Fun Thermal, you can say, hey, well, it's online only. You can still order it. And they can still order it from you, by paper. It's just you'd have, does this make sense?
Yeah, yes. That's right.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so there's a lot of great stuff still here. And if you just kind of scroll through, it's fantastic. So all those jewelry keepers, they're not in the catalog, but they're still here. I mean, it's a pretty long list, which I'm stoked about because I was like looking at the catalog going, wait a second, where's that going? And then I was like, oh, it's online. Okay. So,
and you can still personalize those?
Yeah, you can still, I mean, these are just available like any other day. It's just the only difference is these are just going to be while supplies last.
Right. Okay.
So, yeah. And so if you have somebody say, hey, do you still have XYZ? Just say, hey, well, you can check it. And if you're not using a website, you can actually check this list on 31 Today as well. So it should be fine. Pretty exciting. Sophia, do you have any questions?
– No questions. I'm good.
Well, you can call or text me anytime, right?
I will call you as soon as I have a question that arises.
All right.
It's been kind of slow. I'm waiting to get back to school, so hopefully things will
I know. Those days.
Get moving,
Okay. All right. Well, if that's it, I'm going to let you have your night back.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Yeah, y'all have a good night.
You too.
Thank you.